Grand Rising people, welcome back to my channel. I know from the first clip y'all probably thought I was gonna start the video off a little different, but it's morning time. We're blessed to be alive per usual. Right now we're heading to our destination. It is currently around 7 in the morning. And y'all, you know, today we go back to work. So if y'all clicked on this video, then y'all probably know what today's topic of discussion is gonna be. So yeah, man, y'all tune in because yeah, this grind is finna be personal. And yeah, once we get to our arrival destination, we'll get back in tuned with y'all boys and girls. So yeah, make sure y'all subscribe because y'all don't wanna miss out. Everybody going to work, we gotta go that way, so. Yeah. Once we cross this little busy ass road, then we can get going. I know we said we'll get the camera rolling once we get to our destination, but I just got a few words for y'all before we actually get to our destination. Being that we damn near walk everywhere, well, we actually have a scooter now, so we're actually working on trying to get the throttle fixed that my dad gave me that way. You know, it's been out of commission for a little bit, but no worries. We're gonna figure all of that shit out once we get paid. Because this grind is personal, like I was just saying to y'all. So y'all tune in, man, because we have some things to explain. I was walking through this nice ass neighborhood, you know, and this guy in a wheelchair with only one leg. I think he sits outside of his house like every day, and he has like this big ass armadillo. It's like a statue or whatever. And I seen him one day, but he didn't say anything. And I guess he found the comfort zone to be able to actually speak. And you know, I walked past just a while ago and he was like, good morning. Then he was like, said good morning back. He said, have a great day, young man. You know, it's people in the world like that that'll give you a positive way of moving through life, you know, because no matter what your day may consist of, there's always going to be somebody out there that's probably dealing with something worse, like I said in the last video. So with that being said, man, any positivity that people spread, bro, don't be rude, you know what I'm saying? Don't be weird about it. Just acknowledge it and keep moving. And that's exactly what I did. So yeah, we're almost to our destination, as y'all guys can see. So yeah, I'm gonna get back with y'all boys because we still ain't got our wakey bake in. And yes, we did just wake up, so don't mind how I'm looking right now. We got work in a few hours. Too, man, what's up? Your boy back in action. We have finally arrived to our destination. Now, let's start off a proper way, man. What's going on, y'all? My name is King Coolio, aka Christian Williams. And if y'all don't follow me on Instagram, man, make sure y'all go ahead and do that. I will leave it in the description down below. And make sure y'all go ahead and follow my upcoming Street Eats business page because we finna get these plays up and running. But after we follow along with this journey. So if y'all are new to my channel and y'all are here for this video, welcome aboard. A little introduction about myself. I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur. For the ones that's new here, I've been doing content for 10 years solid. 2027 will make 11 years I've been in the game. So I'm experienced well with this shit that I do. And I'm also a reseller, AKA clothing brand owner, up and coming for the second time again. If y'all been here since day one, then y'all know back in March, I did start my last clothing brand, Divergent Wear, and we're still continuing it. You know, we just got to get some things prepped, got to get some more things made, and get the things, you know, and ideas to the manufacturers so they can bring this shit to life. Pretty much, man, as y'all seen by the title, y'all already know what this video is about. And it consists of pretty much a 30-day run. And I know usually y'all would probably be expecting me to say, yeah, we're going on a 90-day run. Well, nah, cut the bullshit. We're gonna be seeing how much money we can run up in approximately 30 days. Now, mind you, a lot of people get on internet flexing money and this and that or whatnot, not realizing that, bro, you don't have major bills. You don't have to give out money to nobody. You know, you don't have to pay people, which means every dollar, every nickel, every cent is yours. So a lot of people tend to knock down a 9 to 5, but I feel like a lot of people really just abuse the fact that they have a consistent check coming in every week or every week or two. And me personally, I'm not used to getting paid every 2 weeks, and I damn sure not used to fucking cashing out checks every fucking week. Mind y'all, that shit's like for high schoolers, you know, the job that I work at, damn near. The jobs that I really be expecting is the jobs where I get paid every week and at least, you know, about $19, $20 an hour. You know, that's kind of more so up my alley. And pretty much why I came on here today, bro, is so I can explain to y'all how to do this shit, bro. Because a lot of people don't think a nigga grinding for real. They probably don't think a nigga really, you know, putting in them hours. But trust y'all, working every 2 weeks job, bro, comes with a lot of discipline and a lot of focus. And I feel like the reason why I say that is because people get paid every week. And because you get paid every week, you don't have the patience. You have that anxiousness to get that money or already have it, you know. And what I feel like kind of gets in the way of me is genuinely because we don't get direct deposit. All right, I don't know what kind of company this is or whatever, but I'm not tripping on it. It's that weird shit I be talking about. People be sitting down at the park like I'm just weird about them, and then randomly get up and leave and shit. There was a female sitting over there, but that don't matter, man. We worried about us, you know, and people will make it a long way in life if they stop being so weird and concerned. It's daytime outside, my intentions appear, and I'm not really concerned too much about people. So yeah, back to the video. Pretty much strictly why I'm on here is, let's see, I don't know if y'all can see, the camera not focused, but she was over there walking. She was sitting down at first until I pulled up. It just lets you know sometimes your aura speaks for itself. Sometimes you can attract people, sometimes you can remove people from certain places. But it's not gonna stop me from doing my content. This is my lifestyle, this is what I do. So previously, y'all know, man, if y'all didn't go watch my last videos a few months back, I did do a 90-day run. And I winded up, I had to stop doing it because the simple fact, it was too much going on where I was. I wasn't really able to film as much as I wanted to because of the environment of noise, kids and whatnot. But it's all love at the end of the day. Now we're here in this position, we're under a roof, and we're able to do so much more. I feel like a lot of people don't take advantage of the places that they be at when having jobs. And I feel like that's what really needs to be talked about in this video. Now I'm gonna show y'all something, all right? You know, it's not a weapon or anything. I'm gonna show y'all something so y'all can understand why it's always important to stay down. This is one of my checks, all right? My check stub. I think it's a stub. Now I'm just gonna show y'all this shit because who cares? I'm a humble guy and I don't really give a fuck. So this is what my check looks like, my hours with overtime, right? Well, no, actually, with not overtime. That's the first portion. This is, where is it at? We get paid, y'all see the rate right there. This change right here, all right? 1,930. Obviously, y'all know that's because, you know, they take out breaks and they tax or whatever, whatnot. I think, I'm not really sure about how it goes in Texas. I'm just here to tell y'all, bro, that just because you get money taken out of your check, you know, whatever, don't mean the grind stops. Now, just let alone, I want y'all to, the camera fell, but just let alone, I want y'all to understand now that that's exactly how hard I have to work in order to reach that amount. Now, I'm not saying it's hard or anything. The shifts are actually easy when you're working, you know, 15-hour shifts every single day. Well, actually about 7 to 8 hours, not 7 to 6 hours, and all together adds up to 15 hours. And I think that's like 2 days straight. That's already 15 hours. So a lot of people, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people have that notion that because they have a consistent check coming in that they're set for life, they're good. And yeah, maybe partially in a way, but here's what I'm gonna say. you want to do something with that money, all right? And this is why I'm going to be going on a 30-day run to show y'all how much discipline that I really have. Because I'm a beast with money, all right? You give me 5K, I'm going to flip that bitch. You give me 10K, I'm going to flip that bitch. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to take a risk. And I feel like the goal for me with this job is to not only get another place, but it's to run as much money up as I can before I actually leave where I am. Now, a lot of people get comfortable with situations like this, and just even with jobs like this, because this job wasn't meant to be at permanently, but it was meant to become an asset to my journey, you know, be able to fund my businesses again and get shit back popping and rolling, which is why I'm so much more focused on YouTube for right now, and just the easy side gigs that I can probably, you know, fit in just a little bit. I'm just here to tell y'all, bro, that y'all, you could be making that amount of money, bro, if you stop abusing the checks that come in every 2 weeks or a week. Now, I know working every week, like I was saying from the beginning, I know y'all see a consistent check come in every week and y'all feel like, okay, well, let me put some money to the side and then boom, set a little bit to the side for me, not knowing that you're really calculating your wants and not your needs. If you get paid a $800 check or $1,000, bro, it's no way I need to set aside $300 for myself and put the rest up. At that point, you have like 500 something left. Now look, now you can have 300 for numerous amount of reasons. You could either have that 300, 100 for your necessities, another 100 for your bills or whatever, you know, a little small minority amount of bills, like your phone bill and shit. And yeah, there's a squirrel above me, but who gives a damn? And you can have the other 100 for food and shit or whatnot, or to get around. Now mind y'all, bro, if you're not calculating your expenses, then you won't know what you're saving up for. You won't know what you're building towards. And a lot of people always ask me sometimes, like, how am I able to manage money? How am I able to do this or that? And it just kind of funny to me because I was working fast food at 16 years old and it took me like a month just to save up a band. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, bro, if I can make that much money just by pushing hours in on the clock, and mind y'all, bro, this is the type of job where you literally gotta put in them hours, bro, and try to make as much money as you can, because yes, it sucks that they take money out your checks and this and that, but what's even worse is getting a check and then going back broke and waiting for the next one. And I feel like I've learned that lesson numerous amount of times, and that's what I'm here to talk to y'all about today also. Not only what you can do with these jobs, but how these jobs can really help you get to your goals. And I feel like a lot of people abuse that, you know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing really major that you gotta worry about. But that's the fun part. That's the whole thing about having a job, is not only to handle your responsibilities, but it's also to live life, you know, sometimes and treat yourself, you know. It's nothing wrong with treating yourself, but it's ways to go about it and ways to do it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, every single day we show up, that's time that we're on to a company that don't give a fuck about you. So mind y'all have to have that discipline to want to be able to escape the cycle. The goal isn't to just keep showing up for a check constantly, back to back to back to back, and then next thing you know, you're broke again. It's gonna be a same reoccurring cycle until you realize the error that you're making when trying to build. And I feel like when you get paid every 2 weeks, bro, that shit really tests you for real, because they want you to come back. You know, nowadays people aren't really satisfied with how much they make. So they gonna keep a job forever as long as they can. And I don't blame them for that. But what I will say is, bro, when you have the opportunity, or when you're actually able to make more than a regular employee, bro, you should be using that money wisely. And a lot of people get comfortable because they see $1,000 check and this and whatnot. Now look, to them that shit's normal. To a nigga like me, that shit's nothing. Because thing about it is, when you stay down for so long, building money constantly, numerously, then you know how it feels to work for the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say, not only in this video am I gonna go over the habits that people have to learn how to break, but I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all can do this shit, and strictly what I'm doing and what I'm about to start doing. Now, obviously I have to pay money, you know, wherever I'm at. Nothing in life is free. That's damn near pretty much the only thing in my phone bill. So if I gotta pay 100 something to somebody for rent, say for example, and I gotta get 55 to my mother, I'm gonna just go ahead and take out 155. Now mind y'all, if I'm getting a $600 check, right, I'm gonna just go ahead and take like 180, 150 out for me. That whole 150, bro, should stretch me the whole 2 weeks until my next check again. Now here's where I fuck y'all heads up at, because a lot of people can't do this shit. What you want to do with the rest of that money is you want to put it up, all right? It don't exist at all. Rather it's cash, rather it's in your savings account, rather it's in your, you know what I'm saying, another savings account. Now mind y'all, a lot of people tend to still spend it when they go broke. That is why you don't buy everything that you want. And that is with your fuck off money. No, you need to be investing the little bit amount of change that you have. Mind y'all, I have it set to where I can add money on my Cash App, throw money in my Bitcoin for investments, and let it sit, let it work. All right, and then not only that, I have other platforms that I get paid from as well. If I didn't mention to y'all, I get paid from TikTok, and I get paid from Depop and whatnot. And these jobs is all about creating more assets, bro. It's not about thinking you're gonna get rich with a 9-to-5. Now mind you, yes you can, depending on what situation you're in. And if you're just really staying down, bro, it's motherfuckers out there that stack so much money and look like a bum that you wouldn't even think they're making money. And that is the goal of this video that I want y'all to get down packed. Y'all gotta stop trying to be an inspiration for social media. Now understand, I'm an inspiration in the way of showing y'all how to break the cycle, because this shit is a blessing and a curse to be able to work a every 2-week job and get paid that amount of money, $1,930 plus tax. Now yeah, I didn't see that, but I know that if I'm pushing 80 hours on the clock, then I know damn well for sure that I'm gonna be making a little bit amount of money, a little bit more extra. But when they gotta go into it, dig into it, take this out, take that out, then I'm expected a good 700-800 something. And that's still good to manage around my age. Now, a lot of people will say, oh yeah, this not nothing and this and that. But I'm gonna just tell y'all, bro, be grateful for anything, because you could be making less than that. And I'm not sure if we're ever gonna get a raise or whatever. So that's why I'm using this job to my full advantage as much as I can until I, you know, find something bigger and better. Now, when working in when working a job, bro, you don't wanna dedicate your whole life to them, all right? And what I mean by that is you don't always wanna just work, and you're not really living. You gotta live also, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, pay yourself always. Number one thing, pay yourself. Do not just work to just afford a living, bro. A lot of motherfuckers are afraid to take risks and make sacrifices, and then wonder why they haven't seen nothing different, why they haven't accomplished nothing different, you know. And I feel like when people start realizing that, they'll start catching on to their bad habits of what they doing wrong. If you feel like you gotta go party every fucking Friday, Saturday, you're already stuck, bro. Why? Because you have got comfortable with doing the same thing, and you feel like you need to do that. That is just your mindset talking, telling you, yeah, okay, I need this to satisfy me. Nah, bro. Or y'all go spend $60 on liquor and this and that, not realizing that $60 could have been saved up and you could have had that until your next check. I'm 21 years old, y'all. Like I said, I've been working fast food. Well, I used to work fast food when I was 16. It was Raising Cane's, as y'all know. I'm gonna say this every time. And yeah, I lived in a household with my father and his wife where I was paying money constantly, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really too much able to build like that, because people didn't really know what I was trying to accomplish. People didn't know the goals that I had down. And I feel like the only way I was able to conquer that was to stop giving away money. I just said it. Stop giving away money. Rather as spending money on fast food, rather than spending money on weed sometimes. Sometimes, bro, I go days and weeks without even buying weed because I know, bro, that $40 or that $30 or $20, bro, can really get me a long way, bro, if I really just sit on that shit and act like it don't exist. Mind you, when you're already going back into the next work week, bro, you're not even thinking about spending that money. So that's the goal that I want to have set for myself on this 30-day run, is to delete all distractions, strictly content. Only thing I pretty much might be doing sometimes is getting a haircut. That only cost me about $20, bro, strictly because I have a certain barber that cuts my hair. So if you can work deals and, you know, you can get around things, bro, do that shit, you feel me? You know, when it comes to the whole going back into the next work week, you want to go in with the same mindset that you came out with, you feel me? Like, it takes a lot of discipline, bro, to even be able to do this shit, bro. And I'm not saying that I'm going to probably record every single time I get paid, but I'm probably going to record every time I get paid. So y'all just know I'm not lying, you know what I'm saying? And you can run this shit up in 30 days, bro, depending on where you're at. 90 days, I feel like, is a little bit too long. I've tried it already. I've accomplished it in a way. But then, of course, once I moved out of my uncle's crib, everything flopped. And I'm going to tell y'all why. It's because I moved with the plan that was legit. But then later on down the line, I didn't have that extra money saved up that I was spending, which taught me that, okay, when you move or leave somewhere, bro, you want to have more than just $1,000, bro. That shit's not going to get you nowhere. So the $1,000 peak is always the easiest to reach, bro. Trust. All you need is 2 checks, bro, and it's a wrap. And reason why I say I'm going to take out at least $150, you know, every 2 weeks for me personally to set aside is so that I don't touch my other expenses. You know what I'm saying? I can have money on that card, then I can have money on my other cards, you know, and keep building from there. So it's like a cycle pretty much. Hold on, y'all, because we didn't spark our joint up yet for this wakey bake. Y'all know we got to get in that mode. So yeah, man, if y'all made it this far into the video, man, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to your boy and smash that like button, bro. And don't forget to click the notifications, or yeah, y'all just gonna miss out on videos. But yeah, you know, I just love this shit because when I tell myself I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it. So here's what we gonna do, man. And if y'all following on this journey with me, bro, and y'all wanna do this shit with me, leave a comment down below. I need y'all to spam money bag emojis. So yeah, starting today, you know, we're gonna be doing our 30-day run, or actually when we get our next check. Now, since we've been working at this Dairy Queen job, bro, we've probably made over already about like 4 checks, 3 checks already. Mind y'all, I was gone for 2 weeks out of town, so I didn't get this check that everybody got last week. So that's good, a little bit. Mind y'all, I'm not the type of nigga that complain when I don't get paid, you know what I'm saying? If I know I didn't show up, that's the consequences you have to pay for. So mind y'all, think about when you want to go out and party, or you want to miss days for work to lie and say you did something. You just missing out on money just to go back. Just to go back. And that's the harsh reality of having to work. You know, you get a check, you know, you're not satisfied, but you're satisfied a little bit to, you know, comfort your needs or whatever and your wants, and then that's it. But people don't talk about how to manage money, bro. And I feel like if I would have learned a little bit more so on managing money, bro, I would have been a goddess. So a lot of the ways that I do things, I kind of taught myself when it comes to just the money part. Because when you're an entrepreneur, bro, you know, generating sales and shit like that or whatnot, bro, you get more hungry for more, bro, no matter how much you're making. You know, I'm trying to touch that 10K mark, that 5K mark, and show y'all that anything is possible. Now, I'm gonna just say this straight up and strictly, bro. You feel me? Just so y'all can get a brief understanding. You don't have to have money in your pockets to have fun. Go out. Mind y'all, bro, I'm doing this for free. Chilling outside early in the morning, minding my business. It's 2 people watching me, but you know, I'm minding my business as per usual. When you mind your business, you make it a long way in life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is me and what I'm doing this morning. I wanted to come on here and make this video for some of my youngins on here that watch my channel, that probably got jobs and probably don't really know the end goal of all of that shit. Because yes, the harsh reality after school. If you don't go to college, bro, go ahead and grab your little 9 to 5 and go ahead and put that work in. Because you got to work towards something, or you just going to be assed out on the streets. You're going to be a bum. And we're striving for something bigger and better. Now, one thing I can say is that we have our days where we don't want to show up. We have our days where we may want to walk out on clock. Do not do that, bro. Do not listen to your intrusive thoughts. And here is why. Because I've seen a lot of people do that. I've seen females leave a job, then come back, try to get hired back and shit, and then they leave again. It's your mindset. If you're not telling yourself, bro, you're going to do something and you're not actually doing it, bro, all you're doing is a bunch of gossiping, all right? Like I said in the last video. So remember, every time you get a check, bro, put money away and put enough to the side for yourself that'll get you to the next paycheck, all right? It's like buying groceries. You want to make them groceries last until you get your next food stamps or your next check, right? Cool. So if y'all start, switching y'all mindset into that way of thinking, bro, I promise you, my nigga, anybody can run it up from a 9 to 5, bro, in 30 days, 90 days, however long you give yourself. I'm giving myself 30 days personally just to see how much I can accumulate. And yes, I pay money, where I stay, and I also got to pay the rest of this phone. So yeah, man, handle your responsibilities first, bro, and then work with what you got. That's what it's really all about in order to make it to the top. And I'm just speaking from an entrepreneur mindset, bro, because this is how I think whenever I go into work. I'm not going in there to make some money, spend it, go broke, and then come back. Nah, I'm making money so I can keep building from these companies and then go to the next, build up again, bro. I'm only 21. And if y'all 18 years old watching this, 17 or whatever, this is what y'all should be doing, bro. Y'all know school time is around now, so that means kids are going to school. They only can get a little bit of hours. So do what you can, because when I was in y'all position of shoes, bro, it was only so much I could do, but I was still working, getting off at midnight, coming home, blazing up, chilling, kicking back. I felt like a king, because I worked hard. So always remember that if you stay down till you come up, bro, shit gonna play out in the line how you want it to be. That's pretty much what I want to come on here and get across to y'all, bro, and tell y'all what we about to start doing. So y'all can get a little bit of motivation in y'all blood, you know what I'm saying? It's not on me, it's in me, if anything. And I feel like anybody can accomplish this shit, if you really tell yourself you can do it and if you really want it this bad. Until then, y'all gonna keep going down the wrong road, y'all gonna keep struggling, y'all gonna keep begging for money. And the goal is to not have to rely on people at the end of the day. So yeah, man, if y'all learned something from this video, bro, and got any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments and I'll get to the, responses as soon as I can. And other than that, man, I hope everyone have a blessed day, blessed morning. And we finna go into work around 10:30 and get this money. So, yeah. Other than that, man, y'all keep y'all heads up.